Hello and welcome to KDP with a Twist podcast. I'm Tammie Chrin, a self-publishing enthusiast, and I'm dedicated to helping you grow your business by adding a new twist to the KDP self-publishing world. I've been branding booklets for businesses since 2018. I'm the founder of KDP for B2B, which stands for Kindle Direct Publishing for business to business. We'll explore how to leverage your KDP self-publishing skills by helping businesses create branded booklets featuring their content. If you're interested in starting and growing your own KDP for B2B business, you've come to the right place. I'll introduce you to a few ways that you can get paid to help businesses create their own branded booklets without keywords or ads. Yes, that's right, without keywords or ads. This is what I call a triple win. The business elevates its brand, adds value to its customers, and stands out from their competition. You get paid a setup fee for each book created, plus you can make money for every book sold. And customers feel as though they have received a gift and something they will use and love. Join me every Tuesday as I will share some practical tips and advice on how you can get your own KDP for B2B adventure started. Are you ready? Let's go. Hi, my beautiful peeps. I just wanted to say thank you so much for always supporting me in my business. I hope the value that I'm giving you on these podcasts have been very helpful. It's been a year since I've done my podcast, and what a great and exciting way to share this information with you. And I just wanted to thank you for all of your support, your questions. If you have any more questions or topics that you would like me to cover, I would be happy to on the podcast. And KDP with a Twist show wouldn't be anything without you. So I appreciate you and all your support. So here's to the next year. Whoop. And we'll get started on talking about today market research and focusing on your branded booklet business. So what I want you to do is to grab a notebook, because this is going to be a value-packed podcast. First thing we would need to talk about is the importance of identifying your target market. Now, who needs branded booklets the most? Could it be a new business, companies going through a rebrand, or maybe specific industries that put premium on branding? Pinpointing this will give you a solid direction. This was something that I didn't do in the very beginning. I had multiple businesses. I didn't really think about all of these things I'm going to be talking to you about today. So this is why I wanted to break this down on doing your market research and who do you want to focus on branding these booklets for. Next, we must address clients' needs. Do your potential clients need branded booklets? So that is one thing you want to be thinking about is, are these the right clients for you? That was one thing I started when I first started doing branded booklets for businesses. I started going to businesses and not really knowing my market well enough. I was just kind of branding booklets for multiple businesses that really probably weren't my best market. And I really started getting more involved with realtors and workbooks and things like that. And that seemed to be a much better fit for my business. So your potential client, what do they need? Do they have a volume of books that they're going to need? Is it going to be a onesie, twosie? That kind of was one of those things that came up as well. So do some research, just ask some questions, and they love to answer the questions. I've taken some books to businesses, and they don't have to be the exact same branded booklet for that business, but just gave them an idea of what that was all about and what did they like about it and what could we improve on. So those are some ways to also open up that conversation. Now, money talks, doesn't it? So let's talk about pricing. Find out what your potential clients are willing to pay for these branded booklets. This will help you set your price that is both competitive and profitable. I'm going to drop a link on 3 ways to get paid using KDP for B2B Method by branding booklets for businesses. I did a video on this, and it'll give you an idea of some of the pricing that I use. Now, this is a very big deal because you want to make sure your clients are going to be branding these booklets and having multiple books that they're going to use. Because if you're having a client and they're only going to sell 1 or 2 books, it's not going to be as profitable, obviously, if you were to do a business that is going to buy 25, 100 books from you, maybe a month. So those are some of the questions you want to do when you're qualifying your clients as well. And that was one thing, again, when I first started, I didn't do. I was only just trying to see if this would work, and it did. So then I started getting much more refined on who my clients were. Now I always like realtors, I do wedding planners, I do things like that where it's going to be a lot more volume. Realtors are just, that's a high volume book. I'm working with an apartment complex that likes to have a packet, but they have multiple apartment complexes, not just one. So that becomes a bigger volume of types of branded booklets that I'm going to be creating. Because remember, when you're getting paid a setup fee and also a fee for each book created because it's under your KDP account. So I add a fee to that for each book that they buy. I'm getting a royalty on that book. So that's why I want you to be really sure of who your clients are and who you want to work with. It's something that just really started to resonate with me when I got out there and started realizing, okay, these are going to be just a few books. Now, that's not bad necessarily, because you never know what they may want multiple books and different books like that. So you have to kind of just have a conversation with them, ask them questions. What are you going to be doing with your booklets? How are you going to be marketing your booklets? What's your clientele look like? And all those questions. So those are some of the things I want you to start thinking about. Let's talk about potential clients and looking for their brand. Where are they looking for their branded services? Is it online? Are they local businesses you're going to be working with? Are you identifying this and can it enhance your visibility? So, going online, you can, if you want to do workbooks for people, you want to go into these social media groups and see who's doing courses, reach out to them privately and say, hey, would you like a branded booklet for your business? And that might be a really great way. So you can go to different events. So if there's a realtors event that you want to go to chamber meetings, go to online, webinars, things like that, and find out what type of booklet services they could use. And really, don't be shy to ask for feedback. That is going to be so helpful for you. Reach out to the businesses that fit your target market and ask their opinion on your product. I did that right in the beginning, and I still do. I still ask, I want to get better and better and better at this, and asking for feedback on the product that you've already created and what they like about it and what you could, improve on. This, that feedback is a gold mine of insights for product improvement. So don't be afraid to ask questions like that. I think people love to give their opinion, but it is also very valuable for you to improve on your booklets. Don't underestimate the power of online tools. Google Trends, social media platforms can be and offer a wealth of data about your market, and you want to leverage them. Last but not least, analyze the data you've already gathered. Look for patterns, look for those gaps, opportunities that can refine your product and strategy. It's all about turning insights into action. And that is something that I just think people need to know, is you just need to take some action, start asking questions, and just getting feedback. And sometimes that's when it really turns into a job for you, because people are like, oh, I didn't know you did that. So it's not asking them, you're not asking, can I create a brand booklet for you? No, you're asking them, what do you think of this booklet? Would you use it in your business? And that is a key point right there. It doesn't become salesy. You're filling a need, and that really offers a lot to that business owner. That's all for today. A quick deep dive on marketing research. That's all for today on marketing research. Understanding that market is the first big step to creating a successful branded booklet business. Keep researching, keep learning, keep refining. I'm Tammie Chrin, the host of KDP with a Twist. Until next time, please like, subscribe, ask me questions. I'm happy to share with you my successes and my failures as well. And I look forward to seeing you next week. And thanks again for a whole year of my podcast and the success of the show. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Well, that's a wrap. Thanks for joining me today, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. If you know anybody else struggling with KDP and not making sales, or even having trouble with ads and keywords, please share KDP with a Twist podcast or have them subscribe to my YouTube channel. At KDP with a Twist podcast, I will be going over lots of strategies every Tuesday, and I'll be putting this information into small chunks, so it'll make it easier to digest. And then you can get started making money with KDP for B2B ASAP. For more information, go to my website. Make sure you get on the email list so you can stay in the loop with all things KDP. My website name is my name, Tammie Chrin. That's it, TammieChrin.com. TammieChrin.com. It'll also be in the transcripts below. Make sure you like, follow, and subscribe, and thank you for your time, and bye for now.